Hey, sales reps, listen up. This one's for you. So when it comes to customer acquisition and customer retention, should you spend your own money on these services, or should this always fall on your employer? Well, in this video, I'll share with you my take and what you should be doing to grow your portfolio of customers. Hey, what's up, crew? It's Patrick with the Hot Topic Podcast. Today is Tuesday, July the 21st, and it's time for another question of the day. Let's see what chat has in store for us today. Hey, chat, you have a question for me today?
I do. And it's this. Should professional salespeople invest their own money into customer acquisition and retention, or should those costs stay with the employer? What's your instinct on that?
Yeah, actually, it's a really good question. So in the automotive business, this has always been the question of who's responsible for customer acquisition. Clearly, there's a responsibility that has to lie on the dealership that you're working for, the marketing that they do, the leads that they're trying to drive into the store. That is an obligation that I feel dealerships should always have to shoulder. Now, with that being said, understand that all those leads that are coming in are being shared by everybody that has an opportunity to sell a vehicle. Whether you're on the retail side or you're on the commercial side, it doesn't matter. Those leads coming in, if a dealership has paid for those leads coming in, the dealership owns it. A lot of salespeople, and I've been guilty of this myself, feel like they own the lead because now they sold the customer, and was because of them that the customer ended up buying ultimately from that dealership. And we can argue both sides of that. Was it the dealership that drove the lead in, or was it the sales pro that actually closed the deal to be able to secure that customer? It takes both, and I think everybody understands that. But when it comes to spending your own money, as far as acquisition and retention, I would say this. If you're a sales professional and you want to grow your business, you want to grow your portfolio, I would heavily consider spending some of your own money on customer acquisition. Now, that can be anything from networking events to Chamber of Commerce meetings, to any sort of social media that you can do. A lot of social media you can do for free. You don't necessarily have to spend money on ads and things of that nature, but you definitely need to do more than what the dealership is offering as far as leads coming in. Now, what that does when you start spending your own money and you're acquiring your own leads, it does give you a little bit of leverage whenever it comes to the customer. So if you're relying explicitly on the dealership to be able to bring those leads in for you to be able to work, the dealership owns those leads. However, if you're able to bring in your own leads in the event that you want to leave that dealership and go somewhere else, really, that's your customer. They're going to follow you because you went and found them. They're doing business with you because of who you are and what you have to offer them, not necessarily what the dealership offers at that point. So I would, yes, to answer the question, I would definitely say individual sales professionals really need to spend their own resources into customer acquisition specifically. And I would even say the same for customer retention, whether it be gifts that you provide after a sale, any sort of just anything that you can retain that customer and keep them in your portfolio. I would definitely consider spending your own resources. Okay, guys, that's it for today, Tuesday, July the 21st. I'll be back tomorrow, Wednesday, July the 22nd for another question of the day. And until then, guys, keep crushing it, and we'll talk to you soon.